Hey, what's up, Live Leak? This is Cradle of Milk. Just want to make a couple comments on last night's video before I go to the video of Koloa camp that I shot today. There were two representatives that were young guys. They started the meeting out by saying they both lived with their parents currently. And during my speech, I said, that's what I was referring to when I said, nobody cares that you live with your parents, no one cares about your personal situation. I was directly looking them in the eyes, both of them. They were the main speakers. The two gentlemen in my background were not really there to speak much. They were there for legal advice or legal questions, and one of them was writing complaints on the board. And the meeting had been going on for a half an hour, and they only had 2 complaints on the board, and we'd heard about 30 or 40, so they were clearly cherry-picking the complaints. And when I brought up the fact that they only had 2 on the board, they basically stopped using the board. Once I told them it was insulting, they didn't really use the board for the rest of the night. My third point is I told everybody there not to eat the food because it was crumbs for the peasants, I should have said, and nobody ate the food. So I had a good conversation with the Garden Island reporter that was there. I had just got off the phone with him, and I spoke with him about the story. I submitted some pictures, so there's a good chance I'll be in the paper tomorrow on the front page. And also I'm going to put a link in the bottom that gives a good overview of last night's meeting, and I mentioned in the link because I did say a couple more things that were on that weren't on the video that I showed you. It was a separate, I made some separate comments later in the evening, and so that's what's mentioned in the article. So please read the article. It gives a better overview of what went on last night, but I just wanted to clarify that nobody ate the food. Their claiming to be local was just a scam. If you notice the guy behind me, the guy who was one of the attorneys, I believe, he was wearing a professional outfit, but if you look, he was wearing slippers. So that was his way of trying to appear local, kind of like when the politicians go campaign and they wear a cowboy hat or jeans. It was the same type of thing, and it was just a lie and a scam. And many people came up to me afterwards and said thank you and said it was the best speech of the night. And there were a lot of shocked faces in the crowd. Like, they were pleasantly surprised because I was sat down for a half an hour. I was quiet. Everybody else was just passively raising their hand and asking questions, waiting to be called on, and asking their question or making their point from their seat. I just walked to the front of the room and just stated my name and started talking. So anyhow, this is video of the Koloa camp. I'm writing an editorial right now for the paper, and I'll also be in the paper tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is make a video of the meeting. It's going to take a while to edit, so that will be put online tomorrow with the link to the paper. Today is just a video of Koloa camp, my explanation of last night, and a link to a story that was written about last night, and it has one of my quotes in there. So please read it. It gives a good overview of the evening and summarizes it, and enjoy the video. Okay, here we are at the beginning of Koloa camp. You can see it's old school style, dirt roads, coconuts, random lawnmower. Nice area. Plantation style house. These are all to be torn down. A lot of people do their own gardening over here. Papayas are everywhere here. You know what they go really good with? Lime. Pour some lime on a papaya and you got a tasty, healthy treat. A lot of local back here. This is all local area, but I'm the token white guy back here, but most of these people were all at the meeting and supported what I had to say, so I don't think it'll be a problem if I come around and film. Wow, there's even more cock over here. Look at all that cock. Every one of those cages has a couple in it. All these cages. Pretty interesting. Hunting dogs. These are the ones I hear barking every fucking morning. Koloa va'a. Another cool little plantation house. That's what makes these so unique and so original, are these designs of these houses. I live in one of these plantation style houses. There's another one nestled in there. So basically all the people that live here are local, elderly, and have been here for many generations. And it's in a flood zone, but their whole premise of tearing it down is because it's in a flood zone, when in fact that's really not the true reason there.
Are they gonna make?
They're planning on it. They had a meeting last night at the neighborhood center.
And then?
They're still talking about it.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is going around and documenting. I just need to go farther down this road. Does this road go very far back?
What you mean you're gonna do what?
Document it
What's that?
for a story, for the paper.
Oh, you put in the paper?
Yeah, on
No.
behalf of the residents.
What's his last name?
O'Flaherty.
I can tell my grandson.
Yeah, I live in Karen's house.
Oh yeah, but Karen is selling a place. Is that true?
I heard that too, so
Yeah.
I'm just going for a walk and trying to.
You think you might buy one little house away? They're gonna sell small place too, yeah?
Yeah,
Single two house, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, but I bought my home over here was the first time. I'm one of the first here in this division, this road area, many years back.
What year?
Oh, I cannot remember.
Yeah.
My husband died there. I cannot pick up what year and that.
Yeah. It's an old Bronco. So these are the plantation style houses we're talking about. Once the hurricane happened, they developed a lot more and paved a lot more, but this is the Hawaii that I remember. It's turning into Maui. Maui's turning into Oahu, and Oahu's already turned into California with nicer beaches, less Mexicans. That was a joke. Anyhow, the other video will be coming shortly. So these flowers that come off of these trees are what are called Hawaiian squirt guns. When we were kids, we used to take these, and if you pinch off the end, or I'll bite it off, you can squirt water at people. I don't know how well you got that, but it squirts pretty far when you get a good one. This one kind of cracked right open. What does that look like? Huh. So this is Kauai for you, and this is what they're trying to take away and turn into just a bunch of modular made-in-China homes that are probably full of formaldehyde. So this is what we have to prevent, is the destruction of all of this.